Maybe I should have taken this out. So this is one of my favorite plays here. You get to fix your mana. Actually, maybe that wasn't. Oh, it's still fine. So we wouldn't have drawn that if I had to do that a different way. Sure. Get your card advantage that way. Yeah, I should have taken a Faith's Fetters out. Land. Sweet. Sure. Gosh, it's just that card just seems so terrible. Okay. Now the fun begins. See, so this is something I like to do sometimes. It's like the bait and switch type of thing, where I make them think that they're winning, but I'm really just sandbagging the life gain. Unless he's got me here, which is possible. Oh, I got cocky. I don't know why he bolted that one. Because you have another bolt. Oh man, I really want Isis. Sex is good. I understand that. I think this game may come down to who, if I can draw reality as. This guy could be a serious problem. I think I do want access to that. just a cheaper cantrip. And I mean, it kind of does the same thing. There we go. That's sort of what I was looking for. I'm going to do this because I'm just going to play around Pyroblast. Okay. If this resolves, that should be game. That's the thing with their deck, and one of the reasons why I want to switch to this is that they flood out a lot. Guess that's the clock. Guess I'm wishing this was a blink now. But I guess I can cast it. Sure, makes sense. All right, well, if I can roll a couple here, that'd be in really good shape. Their deck just doesn't stop, though. Just like ours, I imagine. Probably feels about the same. Do I think that's a Pyroblast? No. Dang. That works for me. I think I'm going to go full screen here, so I can just deal with this faster. Attacking the team, as is traditional. All right. Win. Oh, 3-0. Yeah, but it's kind of weird. I don't know. That's why what's his face has Guardian of the Guild Pact in his deck. Evil Stained. That's a good idea. It's more I just like hope to not play them, but like against blue-red Cloud Post, it's not that bad of a matchup. I can usually get a game or something like that. But my biggest like plan to win is timeout, which is as bad as it is. But it's pretty reliable since we're both like fairly aggressive. I mean, fairly slow decks. Against mono blue fissure posts, my plan is just to blow up their lands as quickly as possible, and or blue green. And I have about I don't know, 1 out of every 4 matches I win against them. So it's like, I'd say it's bad, but it's not unwinnable. Either of them. Because sometimes you can just take over. The issue this deck has is it's like, none of our guys beat really that well, which is another reason why they want Guardian of the Guild Pact. Because it's just really hard to close out games sometimes. And against those two matchups, it really shows. Like, I don't have like the tempo play to do it. I can't flip a Delver and start beating for 3 every time. It's like, I can play a 2-2 or a 2-1 and then maybe another one and stuff like that. But it's just not, I can't put a fast enough clock on them while applying pressure. It's problematic. I don't know. If we play them, though, I'll see what goes on. Maybe I'll take them down. Although I might just try to split. I'm kind of tired and would like to go to bed soonish. Let's see if this one's going to... Yeah, isn't that weird that it's not that good against them? It's like, it feels like it should be, but you need to... That's why I wanted to do that blue-red Delver deck, right, is because I think it is effective against them if you can apply pressure. But as you saw from, like, the Luxikov's deck, that deck doesn't really do that. It's just kind of like, play an elf, blow up your land by using my elf so it can't attack you, and then, like, keep doing it, you know? So... And then if they can ever, like, Ghostly Flicker or Hydroblast or Pyroblast, it's just over. I don't think Blastoderm is such an overrated card. It'd be, if it had one more counter on it, I would care about it. I would actually think it's like okay. But as it is, if I don't touch the Blastoderm, if I just like let you play your Blastoderm and nothing else happens, you can't kill me with it. Like, it can do 15, and so I'm at 5. So where's that other 5 damage come from? Also, the thing I think the reason why the blue deck has taken over the green one, so primarily, is because you have access to the infinite life combo. So it's just like, half the time they don't even need to fissure. They can just gain infinite life if they want to. They just do fissure because it's actually, as odd as it sounds, faster than gaining infinite life. That's true. The one I play usually, like, well, the one I played didn't run Cloud of Fairies and only ran 1 Ghostly Flicker, so you can't gain infinite. But the current blue-green lists I've seen are running the combo, but still fewer Ghostly Flickers. And I actually still kind of think that the blue-green version's better, personally. Maybe I'm just biased, but I think the deck is more difficult to play, and so people have gravitated to the mono blue one because the mono blue one is really like pattern recognition. It's like, I have Cloud of Fairies, I have Ghostly Flicker, I have Prophetic Prism, and I have Mnemonic Wall, and I have the Cloud Posts and the Glimmer Posts, so I just have infinite everything. Whereas when I'm playing the blue-green version, it's more like a tempo deck. There's a lot of decisions, stuff like that, and I think it's more difficult for people to play it. And if you think about it, there's absolutely no reason why the mono blue should be any better than the green one. Does his mono, like, maybe mono blue post is better against Delver? Like, I can't think of a reason why you'd want to play the blue green or the blue over the blue green personally, because there's no matchup in which I think that the blue one does better unless it's Delver. Like, that's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, I think mono blue post has the same Delver matchup as I did with blue green, and I think I have better weapons available to me. I just think it's harder to play the blue green. And if you like, what's the concern, about the, like, just think about it from us, like, if you're playing each other, the mono blue version versus the green blue, it's like, I have crop rotation. I have the full gambit of crop rotation, the full gambit of expedition map, and the full gambit of cloud posts. So I'm actually running like 12 cloud posts. My opponent, on the other hand, is running the full gambit of expedition maps and the full gambit of cloud posts. So they're only running like 8 copies. So I'm running more there. Well, okay, so they run Cloud of Fairies and Snap too. So it's like, okay, well, if they get the Cloud Post out, then they sort of have like man acceleration in that fashion. Well, you can just add the Cloud of Fairies and Snap if you are so inclined to do so to the blue-green version, and still keep your access to Moment's Peace, crop rotation, and Tilling Treefolk and Framing Marauder if you want to. Like, those are like the chief reasons to beat green. I don't even remember what else is green. The thing with the like spell stuttering or crop rotation is if you are able to do that to your post opponent, like, they're not very good, is my opinion. Like, 75% of the time I got a crop rotation spell stuttered, it was because I let my opponent do it so I could increase my storm count. Yeah, exactly. Like the Cloud of Fairies, that's what I'm saying about the Cloud of Fairies, is it's just, you can add it to the deck, like, there's nothing stopping you from doing that. And I don't think Snap's very good. I actually think Snap's actively pretty bad. Well, let's look. Someone did it the other day. Oops. Spent a couple days ago. So this is roughly my list. Oh no, actually this isn't the one. Maybe it was today. It's whatever one I got published in. Okay, yeah, this one. So he's got one less chromatic sphere, one less compulsive research, one less crop rotation, which is fine. Like, I still think 11 cloud posts is better than 8. 1 ghostly flicker, 2 moments peace. Yeah, so like, what is the green cards? He's got moments peace to hedge, crop rotation. In the main deck, no, that's it. He's just, yeah, he's basically running the mono blue version, splashing green for the crop rotation, moments peace, Tillman Tree Folk, and Reaping Sows, which I think is like, I guess I just don't understand why people aren't doing that, is all I'm trying to say. Like, I don't know, I didn't have any, my matchup against the mono blue fissure post is definitely positive. Oh, it's going good. I'm 3-0. I should actually probably update that. How are you doing? Are you in this daily? Consistency? It could be consistency, but I felt this deck was like insanely consistent. Well, he has Ponders too, which I never played, so not sure what else. He cut a couple lands. Well, I didn't play Preordain either, to be honest. I just didn't think it was even necessary. But then again, you know, like, regardless, if people are winning against the same exact matchups with the mono blue one or the mono green one, I guess I don't know why I think one's better than the other anyways, right? They seem, and I guess this is the first time I've really talked about this, like which one I think's better. And I suppose if one is easier to play than the other, but has the same exact matchups against everything else, then you should play the easier to play one. Well, both blues to Cyclops, which is why Fissure Post is seeing a decline. And also, perhaps it might be the reason why, and I'm speculating here, that R&D maybe decided to give us a little bit of time before banning Fissure, because they knew the Cyclops was coming, and they thought they'd see how that influences things. Because I lost, like, Delver Fiend, when it was, I guess, Wii Fiend. That was a tough matchup, anyways, without the Cyclops. Like, I got it slightly over 50% at a time when I had a lot of Hydroblasts in my sideboard, but it was pretty bad. I just kind of banked on not playing against it. Yeah, I want to believe that what I said is true, but I don't think it is true. Yeah, Alpha Kabu or HR Calderia. I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, I'm playing the Reality Acid deck. I played some goofy matchups today that have lent themselves positively. I now believe that I am, I have succeeded in the original plan of this deck to improve upon Kitty, because I played it for the first time ever and beat it. And I think I would have won game 2. I won game 1, like, crushed him. Game 2, uh, he beat me, but I guess I got a little cocky or something, because he got me down to 10, and I was like, just going to turn back on my turn, just re-up on a ton of life. But then he burned me out from 10, so got a little cocky. And then game 3 was just a grind fest, and just kept going until I drew Mole Drifters. Yeah, I agree. They should care. They like. I know it doesn't generate them a lot of money, but it still generates them some money, and you'd think that they would care more about it than they do, especially standard Pauper. Like people have to get their commons somehow, and they'll do it by drafting or whatever, and that makes them money. So I was the first matchup. Something really easy. Oh yeah, burn. Yeah, it was burn, and my deck's like uh, mono life gain, so he didn't stand a chance. And then round two, I played Deluxikov's land destruction deck, and I out land destructioned him. And then round three was Azoriuskitty. Yeah, I was kind of surprised in round three, but he was good. I thought he was actually a pretty good pilot. So I'm not really surprised. He definitely um, did some pretty sophisticated things that I was pretty impressed with. But I think ultimately my deck just has more card advantage than him. And if I can stay out of burn range, I don't think he can beat me. The only way I think, yeah, he would have to save all of his pyroblasts for mold drifters. That's the only way I think he could lose. He could win besides like me getting arrogant and letting him burn me out, like I did that one time. Which I will never do again because now I actually respect the amount of burn they have. Well, this deck's not that great against elves. I think it can be, but I'm actually like not really sure what this deck is great against. But it seems to win all the time. I don't know why. Yeah, when I think about what this deck is good against, I'm just like it's not good against like anything, and I just win whenever I play with it. So I just keep doing it. What's funny about what? The piracy charm thing or what I'm saying? Oh, the piracy card. Yeah, I actually kind of agree. Like it's an odd, like necessary evil, and I would like it a lot more if we had Snapcaster Mage in our format. It's actually be pretty good then. But yeah, it's just I hate playing it, but I know why blue players need to play it, and it always seems like fine. I think. Worst case scenario, it's like one mana cycle kind of because you're negating your opponent's card in their hand or their draw step. I would not touch blue-red post with like a 10-foot pole. I think that's honestly it's just not a good meta choice. Because I think anything that I guess this is how I felt from like a blue-green figure post player. Anything blue-red cloud post can beat, I can beat. But I can also beat blue-red cloud post. I guess that might not be the case because of Cyclops now. They can probably crush Cyclops and I can't. So maybe it's a little bit better, but I don't know. I don't know if it loses that bad to Stompy. I've heard a lot of blue-red cloud post players say that they like the matchup. I was talking about the blue-green fissure post matchup or deck. Like, I mean, that's why I liked it. Well, I mean, I don't know. I've never played either of them really. I'm oh, nice. It's over. I'm gonna see one thing here to determine if I'm gonna offer the split. We have 76. Yeah, I think I'll offer the split. If we had 7 more people, I wouldn't. Yeah, I've heard similar stuff like this. This is actually more what I've heard. They actually have a really good matchup, but I don't really know. I think it just takes a really competent UR cloud post pilot, like someone who's played the matchup inside and out and knows exactly what you need to get and win. There's a lot of choices you can make from in that deck. Everything from what one ofs you include, what 3 ofs you include, to like what you go mystical teachings for with hands you keep. And I think there's a lot fewer choices with Stompy. So, not saying one is, well, actually I do think Cloud Post is a lot harder to play. So, I wouldn't be surprised if this is more indicative of like really good veteran pilots. Do I play this guy? Yeah. Splitsies. This guy, what is he running in? Okay. Ooh, I'll totally Morgan this. Ah, elves it is. Do I want these? Yeah, I thought he was a post player too, but just not. Yeah, you can have infinite life. I don't care. I'm gonna bottom this on top of this. I'll give him back his guy, since it's apparently not very crucial to his plans. I'll take that guy instead. Maybe I shouldn't have given him back his guy. I guess I'll go like this. So I'm not going to get his mana, because if he's running the draw infinite cards, I'm screwed. Yeah, let's stop these shenanigans for now. So is he getting island? Play it. Okay, I'm blowing that island up. else is in here? Some of the reality acid. I think I'll just gain some life. There's nothing I need to. So I can blow something else up. I guess let's attack first. Five, four. I mean, he's probably got the distant melodies in hand. So do I just want to like kill his guys? Nah. This does nothing for me. That does. Hobble's pretty bad against them. Generally, reality acid's pretty bad against them. And I think there's just no way he doesn't bring in the elf that pings. I don't think cop green's that good because they wouldn't be a swarm, you know. Well, I guess they don't necessarily. We can try it. I think on the draw it might be better. This guy's gonna be crappy. I don't know. Ugh. Like, this is sweet if I have just like one more land. Do I risk it? No. Okay. Well, I'm gonna dangle this guy out there. Really hope he doesn't have melody. Nice. He doesn't. Good play. This is probably pretty good. I think this means he's going to try to alpha me, which is probably pretty good for me. Does that mean he has the island in hand too? I'll bet it does. Which means killing this is less important. So if I kill this, I'm at 8. Go to 3. Well, I can't do both of those. Oh, wait, 7. I'm okay with this. This is still fine. He's got to go for alpha, right? No. I'm going to do this just in case. I think that's probably true, but it's not over. Because if he, like, swarms me, plus I kind of want to give him hope. because then he'll sack more guys to try to alpha me out. But we'll try it here, because he didn't attack last time. No, did he draw it? Oh no, but he just has a bunch of guys now. That's okay. So he has one draw step. And the so what's better to play here? Moldrifter? Block 3. No, let's just make him draw it. Hey, 4-0. It's his fault for not accepting the split. Oh man, I really hope I won that one. I've actually never won one of these in terms of like have my name be number one. There have been multiple occasions I've been the first seed or in this position before, but for whatever reason, like one of my opponents must have lost or something, and I just never win. Like a 4-0 many, many times, and it's just never happened. Yeah, I mean, I 4-0'd, which is like I win, but I've never like, when the tournament ends, it says like so and so is the winner. It's never been me. Yeah, I'll email your deck list. What's the email again? Actually, I'm sure I have it. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Me. I don't know why this is so difficult. I can't just be like one click away. Yeah. You beat the first by 2-0ing? Oh, that'd be sweet. Sure. I'm probably going to go to sleep pretty soon, just so you know. Thanks, yeah. Glad you came by. I always enjoy having you. All right, that's all.